There's still steaming coffee in this cup.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to It's All Grady. I'm Denise. Welcome to the homestead, you guys. We are here at the house. Of course, we live right here by the house, you guys. If you're just tuning in with us, we're a small family of 3 who moved from the city out here to start homesteading, you guys. And right now, we're building the home part of the homestead. So let's go see what the guys are up to this morning, because we got a lot on the agenda. We recently got the windows in. So what do you think's next, guys? Let's go see what Marcel's up to.
Yeah, okay. All right, guys. We're going to put some framing in today. You know what I'm saying? So we recently went on a great adventure to the other side of Arkansas to help some friends out, right? Because they were in desperate need, because the weather was like, and schedules all dictate how important things are, you know what I'm saying? But while we were sitting, after we were done working, guys, with all those cool people over there, we realized, oh my goodness, we're behind the schedule too. All right, guys, so first and foremost, we realized that we didn't have all the materials that we were going to need to install this door entirely. So in the windows, we used a lot of like a pressure fitting style framing, right? And then we're gonna frame from the inside. But that's okay, because the windows go up and down, right? There's not a lot of vibration, there's not a lot of use. You're not constantly opening and closing the window. And if you are, you probably should stop opening and closing the window all the time, because it lets all the hot air out and the cold air out. Didn't your parents yell at you when you were a kid? Were you born in a barn? You know what I mean? So, but with a door, guys, it swings out and it changes weight and it pulls and it pushes and it bang-a-langs, because sometimes you're not as happy when you leave. And if you slam the door, you can loosen up that framing. We're not going to have that, man, because there's tornadoes in the world. You know what I'm saying? At least here in Arkansas. Right? So we're going to make sure our framing is set properly. Right? Not that the other stuff's not proper, but we're going to go extra proper on the wall, on the door framing. So we're going to use some anchor bolts. Guys, on the, I was corrected for this, on the lintel plate, its other name is a header, you know what I mean? Because it's up there above your header. That's all I'm saying, right? We did not have all the forethought we should have probably had, right, when it came to this stuff. Because here's what I should have, if I knew then what I know today, I would have cut holes in this steel plate for the anchors. And I would have done that because once it's up there, it becomes very difficult to drill. For one, because drill bits like to get dull when they hit concrete. And for 2, unless it's a concrete bit. For 2, torches, they do some crazy stuff too. So it's very difficult to cut a hole without overheating and warpage and popping and all kinds of crazy stuff happens, right? And it's in your face. It ain't no fun. So, but it's too late for that. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill holes, guys, along the top edge through that steel plate with a small bit, and we're going to use the Tapcon screws to fasten the top. Now I'm hoping I can like double them up across and do maybe like 2, 4, 6, 8, probably like 10 of them, right, on this door frame. And then on the walls we're going to do 1/2-inch anchor bolts that are 5 inches long. So I think that'll hold it in pretty good. The floor will anchor in as well. The floor is a lot easier to anchor in, guys, because it's just solid concrete. See, these blocks here, guys, are not solid concrete, right? They're like a porous, lightweight concrete masonry block is what this is, right? So I've got a little bit of material of that, and then I got solid concrete. So if I don't get all the way to the solid concrete, then this part of the wall is much more fragile. You know, it's much more fragile than the solid concrete. Floor is solid concrete. We're gonna be good down there, guys. That's the easy stuff. Have I gone on too long, baby case?
No.
All right, guys, we're going to get... Gage is going to help me with some of this stuff. We're going to drag out the tools. We already got all the technical stuff figured out, mostly. I'm certain things will change. But we're going to start dragging some boards and get them cut. What do you think of that?
All right.
We'll take you along, guys. You want to hang out?
Let's
I
go.
mean, I want to hang out. I want to do this by myself. You know? The boy and baby cakes, they get sick of hearing me. You know what I mean? What's up? All right, guys. Since I don't really talk a whole lot, I figured I'd take a moment just to share a few words with you. You know what I'm saying? So far we got like most of the framing done, right? And some like professional contractors are probably going to be like, why did you do it that way? And I don't have an answer for you. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how a door goes in. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Like typically you would do your header a little bit differently. You would turn the board sideways, all that kind of stuff. But this is not bearing any weight from the top. Our masonry penetration right there is all the structural integrity this hole needs. Now we're just trying to frame up for a door as secure as possible. And that's what we're doing right now. And we're working with some really challenging lumber, guys. I'm thinking these people that are like cutting the lumber, maybe they should get a job in a bakery or something, because they can make pretzels really good. That's all I'm saying. But come on, man. No, I'm just kidding. Don't get a job at the bakery either. That's all I'm saying. Yeah. Then we got to take it all out, guys. We got to take it all out and put seal on it, and it's gonna be yay. We good. So we're dealing with some of that old issues, guys, that if you've been following along, you know I have some feelings about the quality of my concrete pad here, right? It's more like where I moved from. It's kind of like the ski slopes of Colorado without the snow or the skis, right? So from one side of the door to the other side, guys, the concrete drops nearly 1/2 of an inch, which in our framing is okay. It's okay. We can fudge and stuff. Where you can't fudge, guys, is when you set the door on there. Now you can't fudge the door because then your door don't open. If you've ever tried to pry a door down, you know that it just doesn't work anymore then because it's like got to be, but dang. So what we're going to do is spend a little extra time trying to figure out how to alleviate some of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be some custom repair work on our brand new home. And this is the beginning. Actually, it's not the beginning because we've been dealing with it every time we deal with the floor. We got a header, guys. Let's screw a header up in there, baby cakes. What do you think of that? We'll screw a header, then we'll put some sheathing on that summon again, right? Once we get the sheathing on there, we can pound it in flush, right? Where we want it, exactly. And then we'll make our marks. And then we'll pull the sheathing off and we can pull the... I know it's going to sound terrible. I don't want to take this stuff apart, but we have to. We'll have to take it apart and then put it back together again. Okay? Feeling good about that?
All right.
Bam! That's what I'm saying right there, man. I'm getting hungry. We didn't get a deer yesterday, guys. So we're going to go to McDonald's today. Oh, just kidding. We're going to McDonald's. Is 81 and a half, right? So it's 82 and a half. All right, guys, 1 inch plus 1 inch, 82 and a half. So we'll write that down because my memory's 82 and a half. 82.5, guys, right there. So I don't have to remember, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm not going to be able to remember. There's just no way. So what we have to do here, guys, because we know this concrete is lanka, we need to pick the side that is the highest, and that's the side we'll measure from, and then we'll level the header across. You know what I'm saying? That's how you do that right there. So what I need is a level. Torpedoes is fine. Right there in the chair, son. See that right there? So this is going to be our high side. Okay? Look at that. Look at how much that is in whatever this is, 6 inches. It's like a 1/16 of an inch in 6 inches. So imagine 64 inches.
It's probably just the paint doing that.
Yeah. So we'll measure this side. We'll go up to 82.5. And then when we screw this side in, we'll level it. I just made that up like that. So you know which way to make the tape measure turn. What was it again? It was 82 and a half. Mark it. There it is. Nope. All right, well, this should be like really gravy train for us right here. This is not rocket science. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got. 12 3/4 is heavy. 12 3/4. 12 3/4. 12 3/4. Okay. So, seeds in your garden will grow. What did I say it was? 12 3/4?
Mm-hmm.
12.75. Right? All right. The next thing is, how tall is it? Okay, we are looking at 7 foot, 88 3/4 on this one. Super tight. This is where it's going to be all sad, right? It's 89. So it's 5/8 of an inch out, not a 1/2 of an inch. I thought it was a half of an inch. I was giving him too much. It's worse than that by another 1/8. What's going on there? Close to the edge.
Alright, so we got most of the plywood on. After that, all we got to do is cut the rough opening, and then we'll be taking it apart. It is going to be a busy morning this morning.
Yeah, so much for painting.
Yeah. We were going to get to the door, but
It's going to be a different door for a while.
yeah.
And for now, we are going to the grocery store instead of building the door.
It is a nice and quiet morning this morning. It is a cold, crisp morning, you guys, and we're venturing through our woods. So it's going to be a little noisy. All right, so Gage got a deer, you guys.
That's number 2. We got...
It's quite the walk, you guys.
Did I kick it back in? Or was it more than 10?
So literally only had a second. They came up that way and ran down, and I could never get up, turn around in that stand.
There's still steaming coffee in his cup.
Alright guys, so we got the door all framed in, and well, we kind of forgot some things when we went to town the other day.
I do that every time. I do it every time, guys. I've even cried about it before. Not like a real tear, but I've told y'all, if you've been following along, you know that when you live in the country, times are tough. And if you forget the spaghetti sauce and you only buy the noodles, you're not having spaghetti. You know what I'm saying? You got to drive all the way back to Foreverland and then back again. You know what I mean? Just to get the sauce. Not doing it.
So this time it wasn't spaghetti sauce, but
It wasn't spaghetti sauce, guys, but it was door handle. It was deadbolt. It was primer, guys. How in the world did we forget primer? We actually spent a bunch of time picking a color. We spent so much time, we just was ready to be done by then, I think.
yeah.
So, but baby cake's right. We got it all framed up, guys. Check it out. Bang! I know some of you are going to be like, why so much wood? That is because originally we wanted to put a side light in this thing. So we were going to bump the door over. Well, since then, we've decided against the side light for just now because they are insanely expensive. It is not quality, and I want to make sure we're spending our money wisely wherever it goes, you know. We want to make sure we can get the rest of the windows in before I feel comfortable and confident enough to spend the money it will require to buy a quality side light. You don't want that stuff to leak all that air and stuff, guys. That stuff that's, yeah, it's not very good. So we centered the door so it didn't look wanka-lanka. You know what I mean? All of a sudden you'd be like, why is it all one? You feel like you need a V8 or something. You know what I'm saying? So we framed it up center. If we do in the future decide that we want a side light, we only need to bump the door framing over. It's all cut to the right length. Bump it over and put our side light in. The door and the frame need painted, guys, before we actually install it. I was thinking about maybe installing a plywood sheet in there, but then I've decided against that as well. We just need to run to town and grab the couple of more things that we're going to need to finish this project. It really is just painting the door and being able to close it.
Alright you guys, so we got the door all framed up, but we forgot some things in town. So this is it for the day. We are gonna wrap it up. If you guys are enjoying our content, please be sure to give us
A thumbs up, guys.
a big thumbs up.
Yeah, or a regular one, because that's all God gave me, a regular thumb. Know what I'm saying?
Ring that notification bell.
That's what I do, guys. Wait. Yeah, if you ring that if you ring that notification bell, guys, I'll let you know when we put our videos up.
Share our videos.
That's what I do, and I brag about it to you.
Be sure to subscribe if you have not already.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do right now. I would stop everything that we were doing right now, guys, and subscribe, because the roosters won't shut up, and it's a perfect time to subscribe.
Alright you guys, thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Peace.
We got a door frame. And a door, but it's not painted. Bye.